Alright, welcome to the first Copa America cast of the day. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the semi-finals of Best of 5. I'm Rifkin, and joining me tonight is going to be Root Gaming's Fenner. Say hello, Fenner.
Hey, what's up, everyone? It's me, Fenner.
Yay! Oh, wow, I just realized we're actually using team logos. This is not something we've used GameHeart before, but they never put the logos on. So, you know what? This is your man. Why don't you go ahead and introduce him?
My man. In the top right corner of Overgrowth LE, it is the Blue Zerg. It is Catz from Root Gaming, sponsored by TT Sports Twitch and V3 Gaming.
Wow, try harder, please. His opponent, the bottom left, sadly without a team, but he is a pretty strong player, and a very strong individual to say the least. The Red Terran player, Ruff. Now, before we even started the series, we had a little bit of banter going on, but I think what's kind of curious, guys, is I gotta tell you, this is probably not gonna be your standard TVZ. Yep. This best of 5 is not gonna be standard bio into standard Banelings and Mutalisks. I mean, we may end up getting a game or two like that, but Ruff's a weird dude. Catz is a weird dude.
Rifkin, we're not gonna see that.
No, we're not.
Right. I'll tell you why, right? Because Catz likes Roach Hydra, Ruff likes everything that's crazy, and generally that is not biomine or anything like that.
Roach Hydra is so weird right now. Put in the right hands, it just seems to be able to brute force through anything. Yeah. Put in the wrong hands, it can be a terrible composition, especially without creep spread. Catz would be one of the players who I would definitely say would have the right hands, air quotes here, for that. But I don't know. For Ruff, if he goes mech, I think Catz Roach Hydra might not hold up, because Ruff plays that weirder sort of turtley style of mech. In fact, it was one of the qualifiers for Copa America. He put down like 3 planetary fortresses on Overgrowth.
I think I saw that game.
Yeah, on like each of the rounds. Now, granted, he lost because his opponent went ultras, and that's cool, whatever. But like, still, he's gonna be ready if Catz does Roach Hydra. If Catz does anything else, maybe it might be a little bit difficult to deal with.
Now the problem is that Ruff likes to do these aggressive timings with crazy builds, Hellbats, Ghosts, whatever he can find. Like you can see right now, he's opening with React to Hellion. Now one thing as well is that Catz is gonna know about this, because I've played him recently, other people have played him recently, people in the Root House have been sharing what Ruff does, so he's known to do this React to Hellion stuff, so this should not catch Catz off guard, as he has been analyzing the replays. But what I was saying was, Ruff likes these aggressive strategies, and aggressive strategies are not good against Roach openers, because Roach openers are like super strong defensively against pretty much anything that a Terran can throw at them.
Well, there's been two pretty big things that have happened so far in this game. Number one, no Reapers were made. Catz would have seen that coming forever ago. They would have arrived in the base by now. This is going to put some ease on his mind. But because of this, he may not have scouted the reactor, but he's got to know that's the case. Because what other reason do you have to put no Reapers out on the field other than the fastest possible Hellions?
Yeah, and he should probably start a Spine. I think that's the most standard reaction to it. He might be able to get away without it, but I think it's risky if you do that. Oh, second factory already. We're already getting the crazy stuff from Ruff here. I'm not sure I've seen this one.
I think it's going to be Blue Flame, actually, just straight up. Because he's still mining gas. He left the 1 on, so you can get the, I think it's, what, 150 for the pre-infernal igniter? My brain now.
No Blue Flame. It's gonna be Hellbats. 1 base Hellbats. I've got a feeling right now.
Well, if that's the case, it's going to be a little bit extra compared to what you'd normally have. I'm really curious to see what he plans to do. If that's just simply enough gas for a second reactor, oh my god, that's going to be dirty. I didn't realize he had taken gas, but he puts back on the gas, so maybe he'll change it up depending on what he scouts here. I mean, they get into the natural, but sadly see absolutely nothing, so there's nothing here really to pick off. He could go poke the third, but he already saw that there was no third down when he was up there with the SCV before, so for Ruff, he's not getting a lot of new information right now, but I do like that Catz pulled out of the natural, because Hellions
the problem here is Catz has gone into the main base with an Overlord because Ruff didn't build any Marines. He sees the 2 factories already. He sees there's no expansion. As long as he checks for hidden bases, he should know exactly what's going on.
I actually really like that he chose not to go Blue Flame off that thing, because of course one of the easiest ways to shut down Blue Flame is just build a wall. This is a Zerg player, but Queen's getting a little bit low, but not low enough.
Not low enough. Has managed to escape there, and all Hellions on low HP as well. Where's he going with this build? Is it just going to be pure Hellion, no Hellbats?
I gotta tell you,
he's getting into the main base, Rifkin.
He's gonna get into the main. He's gonna kill one of the queens. He's gonna fry some drones because Catz pulled all the drones back to the main. There's even more for him to kill. However, don't forget, a lot of these Hellions are really low, and the queens will eventually finish them off. Catz playing a little bit of ring around the rosy, but boy, you're right. It's just Hellions behind this. 3 at a time. A very late tech lab. If he is going to go blue flame, it's the latest blue flame I've ever seen in my life. I think.
All right, so how many? He's on 22 drones right now, but he's got roaches coming out.
Yeah, I
that
think
should stop the Hellions.
Well, I think that's why he's going for the tech lab, not for blue flame, but indeed a siege tank, because he saw the roach war and he knew that this was going to be coming. And quite frankly, Marines, they don't exactly have stim. They're not going to handle too well against the roaches.
So yeah, he's going siege tank. Remember, Ruff's still on one base here, so we're pretty much predicted this. Ruff's gonna do some crazy stuff. I'm not seeing something quite as crazy as this from Ruff. Normally, he does actually get an expansion, and now he's getting an armory as well. He's gonna be going with Hellbats, tanks, and Marines, all from one base in this TVZ.
Catz, I mean, pulling the drones out of the natural is the smartest thing you could do. Not putting them back was even smarter. These Hellions were looking for those run bys just to get a couple hits. Now, there's a couple interesting ways you can utilize the siege tanks moving forward, guys. This little cliff of the third has been abused by a lot of players, specifically Protoss for cannons, but you can shoot over that ledge with a siege tank, and there's so much surface area to protect it.
Yeah.
The roaches won't get near it anytime soon. Marines, Hellbats, hell, there's going to be an SCV pull with this too. And
Johan. God damn it, yo. Swedish caster, I assume.
I don't know. Probably not, considering this isn't Europe and it's like Spanish and Brazilian other casters. Yeah. One thing's for certain though, this is about as all in as it's going to get from Ruff. I mean, if Catz holds this, yeah, I mean, it's a big if, but like if he holds this, he might be okay. The problem is, he doesn't have a lot of roaches right now. He doesn't have any spine crawlers. And quite frankly, I don't know about Catz's chances right now, Fenner. He just made 3 overlords, so that's a lot of larvae already out the window.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't have banelings either, and you kind of need banelings when there's this many SCVs. It's like the PVT SCV pull, right? You need that AoE to take care of the SCVs, otherwise you're never going to get through them.
Oh, this is just going to be so disgusting to watch, because this is either, the bottom line for this, guys, it's either going to work out beautifully for Ruff, and this is going to be such a one-sided win for him, or Catz will hold, and it'll be a very one-sided win for him. I mean, Ruff left some SCVs mining. He's not, like, this is still an all-in, but this is meant to be plan B.
Catz does have the watchtower here. Ruff should have really taken care of that. So he does see everything coming, but even though he sees it coming, can he deal with it? No banelings to take care of the SCVs that are going to be repairing everything that's there. Hellbats are being morphed in. They actually work okay-ish against roaches with a repair that's going to be there.
Well, until
roaches
Speed's here.
Are terrible against SCVs.
For those who don't know, by the way, guys, Hellbats actually hit for more than roaches do. And they have splash. They just lack a little bit of range.
Oh my god, Ruff's coming in with a one-base push here at 9 minutes 14 to game. Bunker's going down.
But he can't forget.
Got roaches on both sides, but he's pushing in. He's going for the kill. The
this
tank's
is important.
Here at the back doing loads of damage. And Catz is going for it. He's pulling a couple of SCVs. The roach front.
This one tank! This one tank is the most important part of the army. He protects it. Catz is trying to get it from behind. Fenner! Fenner!
It's a lot of roaches, though. Can they push through? But he doesn't want to push through to the tank.
Once the bunker finishes, though, he'll be able to cover the tank. Oh, he dives for the tank.
He moves forward.
He dives the tank, but into Hellbat fire. Is it worth it?
I don't know. This is really close, actually. A lot of roaches
at
the back.
Crazy.
Push through 10 minutes, one base, basically no SCVs mine, and Catz trying to hold on. Ruff's pushing into the mineral line right now.
I think Ruff's going to be able to do it. The roaches are running out of space to run. The Marines don't have stim, but they hit pretty hard when there's a lot of them. Bunker's still standing. He's got somewhere to fall back to. No Marines hold up into the bunker, and Catz is chased out of his own natural. For Ruff, though, he can't rally.
Yeah, the army's looking pretty small. He's got roaches out to take care of the reinforcements. There's 6 more roaches coming from the main base. There's going to be no more units getting in for Ruff as Catz is taking care of them as they rally across the map. But
wow, heroic
both players are on one base right now.
Yeah, the SCVs, there's not a lot of them left, but they're still repairing like crazy. Both players now down to one base. If Ruff could contain his component outright, maybe he turns this into like an easy win, but I don't know if he's got enough to finish blowing this down. If that tank was still alive, this is a completely different game.
Nice micro by Catz. Ruff's moving in. I think the roaches can take care of this.
Yeah, they're going to hold
this crazy push. And Catz is going to hold it after he was looking almost devastated there, taking down the bunkers, taking down the Marines at the front. What a hold. And now, well, Ruff's not going to give up, but I think it's over for him.
I don't know. Look at the worker count, though. 22 to 15. Both players on one base. I mean, Ruff's not in a great spot, but I wouldn't call him out of the game. But what Catz is doing might change that.
I like that. Yeah, I like
the tunneling claws. Oh, boy. Okay, so, I mean, Catz obviously can't get past the depots, guys. As long as they're raised, even if you have tunneling claws, you still can't go underneath them. But the thing is, Ruff's never going to be able to move out of his base. Catz is creeping up the natural. He knows this. But Ruff's it doesn't look like he's planning for an expansion, guys. This is still continued one base play. There's a starport coming up to follow this. I don't even...
Oh, Catz, be careful there, bro. But yeah, as soon as he's got that, bro, I don't think Ruff's going to be thinking about it. It's not a common thing that happens, especially at 13 minutes on one base for both players. You know, so I think Catz is just going to burrow outside, and then Ruff's going to move out, and then it's going to be bam, the Jadong thingy.
Yo, I'm hoping. Oh no, I was gonna say, you know what would be great? Not a Raven, not a Banshee, but a Medevac. Because one of the biggest things Ruff could do is get around these roaches, dive to his opponent's base, get into that mineral line. But he can't turtle up in this scenario. This is not, this is not like Goody, right? Like, you're not gonna be able to do that turtleneck style easy peasy win.
Yeah, not on one base, no.
No, definitely not.
You need a pretty decent economy for Ravens, Rifkin.
Yeah, that's why I'm a little bit worried. I mean,
he's going for it.
Well, this is the thing. He may not have thought about this, but the thing about the Raven guys... Whoa. Hey, look at Ruff's vision for a second. Does Katz's Roach Warren look really tiny through Ruff's vision?
Oh, yeah, it does. What the hell? It must have just been popping as it...
That looks so weird.
It's pretty funny.
And he scans and sees the roaches moving in. They get slaughtered at the ramp. Not even a close call.
Oh, my God.
And the Hellions ran out behind this. He's got some roaches speeding home to try and defend against us, but now Catz, he's given away his one giant move. And with a Raven out, lots of Hellbats and Marines, 4 tanks, Ruff can either try to expand at this point, which I don't think he will, or he can go for another death push.
Catz going for the Spire.
Actually, this is so good, because he's only going to be a small amount. Well. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, there's going to be some Marines,
8
maybe
Marines
a secret missile.
It's going to be 10.
Yeah. Dude, Finn, I gotta tell you, I've never cast this game before, you know? We've seen roaches, we've seen hydras, we've seen bio. I've never seen this game before.
Yeah, usually, you got your 3cc, you've got your biomine just rallying across the map forever. That's what you expect when you tune into a TVZ, the micro, everything. But this is coming down to decision making in the early game. Both players having to make a lot of decisions, really testing who is the smarter player in the early game here. Now Ruff's moving forward. He's got that Raven. Burrow is not going to be a problem. There's a lot of tanks here. If he can set up that siege line outside the base, it's going to be very hard for Catz to break it.
Well, I think this is really important what Catz is doing right now. Either going for the counterattack or waiting to sort of sandwich his opponent. Because he knows he can't just fight this head on from one angle. One direction won't cut it. There's SCVs with this. Back at home, I mean, he's supply blocked. So this sucks a lot for Ruff. He's actually going to have no defenses for the roaches.
Yep.
It's gonna be, dare I say, a base trade from this point on.
Now, this all comes down to, can the Marines kill the Mutas? But I don't think that there's 10 Marines.
Well, there's a point defense drone, there's auto turrets, there's secret missiles, there's a lot to aid those Marines.
Secret missile. Yeah, we'll see. This could go any way. The roaches are pushing in right now.
Yo, if Ruff was a supply block, had he gotten that one siege tank out,
78 supply.
This is down to the wire, ladies and gentlemen. And the big part of this is, like, this could go either way still. As much of a base trade as this is, Ruff only has to lift up his buildings. The Mutas have to stay home.
The Spines are killing a lot of Marines.
They're blocking out the Hellbats.
Orca are down. I think he lost too many Marines to the Spines. How many did he lose?
He's down to a meager 7.
Oh, he's got 5 in the battle.
He's repairing the auto turrets.
The Mutas are coming forward. Can Catz finish him off? I think he will be able to, but can the auto turrets pull through? With
my God.
No, it looks like Catz is going to be able to take this down with Mutas.
But it's a race at this point, and a truest race in every fashion. Catz has enough money to build another hatchery. If one single drone lives, if one single drone lives, he wins. Ruff's lifted his buildings. He's trying to float away. This is as base trading as it gets, and I couldn't be more honored to be casting it. But the reality is
insanity. Yeah, Ruff's dying. He's gonna die. He needs to get a drone out there, though. Just build a new hatchery.
Yeah, he's doing that the natural, actually. I'm not sure I agree with that, but Ruff's lost everything.
There we go.
That's it. That's gonna be game. What a weird freaking game. GG.
GG. 18 minutes, 1 base, Rifkin. What else can you ask for?
Nothing, quite frankly. I told you guys, we weren't hyping it. Like, this was going to be a good series. We got 2 of the weirdest dudes. I mean, credit where credit's due. Ruff played that a little bit weird, fine, 1 base, etc. But Catz, who else reacts so calm in such a weird situation?
Yeah. Yeah, that's just a crazy game right there. I wouldn't know what to do in that situation against a one base player. And the thing is, Ruff almost making the one base work. That no one else in the world would play Terran on one base, right? No one. Have you ever seen Terran play one base against Zerg? Maybe with the Proxy 2-Rex or something like that, but not an actual one base play.
No, definitely not. It was a good game. It was a good game. Guys, we're going to hop into a small commercial break. We got to sort some stuff out, and we'll see you guys in a few moments. All right, we're back with the break, guys. Welcome back. Thank you very much for watching this small ads for us. We had a couple things we had to get sorted here. But yeah, so game number 1, a weird one to say the least. Game number 2 will be taking place on Habitation Station.
Habitation Station. The shortest. Oh, you know what's fun about Habitation Station for players like these? The gold bases, Rifkin.
The gold bases, yeah. I think Terran players, MMA specifically, has shown just how much you can abuse those gold bases.
Yeah. Actually, Suppy's at the house right now. And
Suppy's staying at the Root House?
No, he's just here for the night. We're going to watch the GSL finals together.
Oh, so nerdy, I'm jelly.
Yeah, we're going to get the big TV going, get the GSL finals on there. It's going to be sick. But we were talking about like gold lifts against Terran, and we were just testing it. Oh, Suppy was testing it with Igers upstairs. And he came to the conclusion that you can actually beat it with just a drone scout, even if the QXC wall off, right, with the depot and the racks behind the gold minerals. Like, even if they do that, you drone scout, and then you see it, and you go to the depot, and then you put your drone on the depot as the SEBs try and get through, and then you can actually still kill them with the drone pull.
I remember I think it was you and a couple other people had that whole fight about the on Reddit, like the ways to counter the counters to the counter of the counters, like.
Yeah. But that was basically before people knew about the QXC style, and you could just Overlord Scout before and just pull all drones, but then QXC came up with the other wall off, which people thought wasn't beatable, but Suppy seems to think it is. So I didn't actually see the testing because I was down here setting up for the cast, but I went upstairs and he does seem to think it's beatable with that little drone scout there. Not sure if Catz will know, though. I think he was busy warming up against Ruff.
Yeah. Well, whatever the case may be, we'll see how it pans out. For those who don't know, if you're just joining us, it's a best of 5 for these 2 games we're playing tonight, the 2 semifinals matches. After this, we'll have Major versus Cham, another TVZ. And Feder, if you wouldn't mind, I know we said we wouldn't do it, but if you could just dispel some disbelief here, would you mind just spinning the camera around the room real quick, just to make people shut the up? Guys,
yeah, we cast game on from this house, and we've got like it's a huge house.
It's a studio. I mean, basically,
they're literally on the other side of the house. It's an 8-bedroom house,
and it's down below, isn't it? Like a whole floor below in the basement, right?
Yeah, it's a whole floor below in the basement. It's on the other side of the house. That's why there's a kitchen here, because there's one kitchen on this side of the house. There's a kitchen on the other side of the house as well. There's no way they can hear me.
Yeah,
we've casted a lot from here, and we wouldn't be casting game on if the players could hear us. That'd be stupid.
Oh yeah, guys. So, I mean, I got to tell you, like again, I'd state my reputation on this. We made sure this wouldn't be an issue before casting, because I've cast with Fender. We cast like once before for that. Was it the CNA trials or whatever it was called? It was Puck versus Polt. That's all I remember, because it was like a really sick end into it all. So I was really stoked when Fender was like, yeah, I'll cast, especially because we got some good, very talented Zerg players here as well. So again, guys, chill out, calm your tits. We're good. Don't worry. And
it seems like it might be a while to get into this game though, Riff, again.
Yeah, we're just trying to have everyone join the lobby, guys. This lobby for GameHeart appears to be broken, so we're gonna hop to another one.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Sometimes you get invite issues with it.
I see. Alright, so just having a look at Copa America, there's actually $1,000 on the line tonight, and that's 500 for first, 300 for second, 200 for third, none for fourth. That's nasty.
No, none for fourth, but you know what? It's a seasonal prize, right? Did you see the prize for like the grand finals?
Oh,
I've been mistaken.
No,
it's $1,000 basically per 3 seasons, because there's 3 seasons also per season. Then there's a $15,000 grand final.
Damn.
At the end of the year to wrap it all up. Yeah, so I mean, Copa America is got it going on.
Some guy in the chat. I love Ben's Canadian accent.
Ben's Canadian accent, yeah. Well, you know what? The sad reality is...
No one can choose my accent, man.
Well, the sad reality is, honestly, you probably sound more Canadian than I do. I sound like a really... an American from, like, the West Coast or something. I wish I had the Canadian accent. Like, you know Maximus Black? That guy has got a Canadian accent. No doubt.
I can't think of what he sounds like. I've only listened to his song, which... You probably know what it is, and I probably shouldn't say it on stream. You know the song, right?
I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
But yeah, I can't think. I've seen Trailer Park Boys.
Oh.
But I don't think
no. Trailer Park Boys is like a guilty pleasure. Like, you laugh at it.
Is the best, man.
I don't know, Ricky. Those glasses, man.
Oh yeah.
Alright, so we have the new lobby up and running, guys. Sorry about that. It's still Habitation Station. Nothing else has changed. It's just sometimes when you make a lobby, it's not even GameHeart specifically. Sometimes just straight up you can't invite people. It gives you this. It's the same error too, where it's like you have to like add them to your friends list, but even when you do, it'll still tell you to like add them to group. It happens all the time. It happens all the time. But looks like it's been resolved for now. I'm gonna go out, cough up a lung real quick.
You gonna what?
Nothing. Was just coughing up a lung off the microphone, hopefully and ideally.
Oh, that's not good. Yeah, you said you were feeling sick, man. What's up? MLG got to you?
I am feeling sick. I think it was a combination MLG and the plane ride back home.
Oh, the planes. They get me every time.
I land on planes and I'm like all sniffly from like the altitude changes. My nose is running, and like if someone else on the plane is sick and breathing it, you're breathing that same air. Blah blah blah. I
swear every time I go on a plane. Luckily, I didn't get sick when I came to America, but every domestic flight always seemed to get sat next to someone who's sick, and then I just end up being sick for a week. It's horrible. So I actually bought a mask when I came to America, and I was planning to wear it if someone was sick, but luckily, no one was sick.
Good to hear, man.
Yeah, I think the mask is the way to go.
Oh,
That's
the
what you
little
gotta-
like yeah, the painter masks or whatever.
Yeah.
There was a in Canada. There's a one sec here.
Well, Jagtress from chat says you sound Canadian, Rifkin. I mean, I don't mind being called a Canadian because they're really friendly people, right? That's like the stereotype, though.
Sorry, what? Last thing, didn't hear you. Busy typing. Some bad.
I don't mind being called a Canadian because Canadians are stereotyped as really friendly people, right?
It's a good and a bad thing though, right? Because like I want to be that tough guy, but I can never like. They go like, ah, you're Canadian. Shut up, Rifkin. You know that. Like, I'll fight you. You're so cute. Just apologize after. Yeah, that's it.
Wow.
Actually, I didn't really fully understand just how big of a stereotype the whole politeness thing was until the Olympics came to Vancouver a few years ago. Because when I was downtown, like, I never really thought about it. But, like, if I bump into somebody, I apologize because it's like, oh, sorry for bumping into you, right? And I bumped into this American guy who gave me this big thing. He was like, why the hell are you apologizing to me? I'm like, I don't know. We bumped into each other. He's like, oh, well, then, like, he starts talking about how, like, in America, they never do that. It's weird. And I met a couple other people that weren't even just Americans, like a couple people from, like, Europe. Same deal. It was just weird.
All right, Rifkin. We got a beep. We got a boop.
Yeah, we do. So we have some map intros to follow suit. We'll see you guys here in a sec. It's happening, boys and girls. Oops, that's the wrong screen. There we go. Game number 2 happening right now, and of course, no longer here in the top right corner of the map, but on his way over to the gold, it is the blue Terran player, Ruff.
Sounded very aggressive, Rifkin. Ruff.
Well, that's his name, right? Like, Ruff. Or no, what's that? The Tony the Tiger thing. They're great.
Yep. They're rough. All right.
Shut up and introduce your captain already.
My captain. It is Catz from Root Gaming, sponsored by TT Sports Twitch and V3 Gaming. All right. He's not gonna drone scout. He's not gonna drone scout here.
Well, I don't feel you need to. The Overlord sometimes is enough. You don't have to cut this off at the pass. There's a lot of ways to deal with this, but the reality is...
He knows! How does he know?
I don't know. It's rough.
What the fuck?
He's taking a huge gamble.
Oops.
You know, if there wasn't something that like made this look fishy before, it does now.
Oh god.
I don't know that he can deal with this. This is so annoying to deal with. As far as the drone count goes, guys, it's 13-9. This is where the big difference comes in. SCVs just outright don't stand that great of a chance.
This is just a full-on prediction from Catz.
But you know what? The thing is, as stupid and silly as it sounds, this is like most Terrans are doing this 9 times out of 10 blindly.
And it's rough, like
you have to assume this was coming. Now here's the
I mean,
really odd thing. Catz is not really.
Catz messing up with the micro a bit there, but let's see how many drones. He's messing up with the micro massively.
Is he repairing the SCVs? He's repairing the SCVs. He's using some to fight.
He needs more.
Oh no, hang on. He's using some to fight and he's repairing with the rest.
Yeah.
Is this gonna work?
This is great by Ruff.
I've never seen anyone do that before. What the? What
he's
the
still
flip?
got a while to go though. Yeah, it's really good, but he needs to keep going right now. He's got 71 minerals in the bank. He can keep repairing. The micro here is real, but now Catz has got the full surround. Ruff's running away with these SCVs, looking for a better position. One SCV gets caught out of position, and now there's a bunch of drones, 8 SCVs. I think he's done. He's got no repair left, right? It costs minerals.
But he could just mine off the gold, right? Like, he could run around all day with these SCVs, because Catz is also only mining with, like, 1 or 2 workers.
One drone back, though. He's really smart.
But you know what? SCVs have more health. Regen be damned. Oh, that's right, Catz. You better run. This is so dumb,
Catz
dude.
is mining. Catz is mining as well, though. So
Yeah,
he's still
if
building.
Catz only had 1 worker instead of 3, this would look very different. That's for sure.
Wow.
This is so weird. This is so freaking weird. Goes for the position where, again, the whole point of this is so Catz can't do this round. There's no surface area. You can't mineral walk through certain parts of the map, and that seems to be the case right now. Ruff, I think, has already wasted too much time is the problem, though. The longer he spends fighting, the less time he spends mining. He's out of minerals. There's no more repairs. It's do or die, and Catz mineral walks
there's
through.
the drone drill on the SCVs. It looks like Catz may be taking this game right here. 4 SCVs left. And Catz,
It's not even a
with
question.
the wide drone puller, is gonna take this game and Ruff GG's out. That was so blind.
You know, the really harsh reality, though, is had Ruff played just
wait.
normal...
I just opened the stream. I'm pretty sure Catz saw the mineral mining with the Overlord. Like, I only just saw it. Maybe I was wrong, but...
Oh, I gotta fix your escape on here. I don't know if that's the case or not, but I think what's funny, though, is, like, had Ruff just stayed at home and Catz did that same move blindly, can you imagine how screwed Catz would have been out of that game? Like, that is just... But game number 2 gonna go to Catz. Just...
Wow. Yeah, but this is like what we expected from Catz and Ruff, and
I mean,
you know, we expected the gold lift as well, right?
Like,
we said before the game.
Exactly, it's Habitation Station. Everyone's doing this. This isn't just like a once-off thing where it's like, wow, Catz is like the smartest genius or the hackiest map hacker of all time. No, it's just the way it is. Habitation Station. If a Terran player's not lifting the gold, quite frankly, that is what's weird. Once upon a time, you lifted the gold, you were a weird guy. No one did that, right? Last 3 months, that's been like the only thing to do on that map.
All right. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It's Ruff. Like, Ruff's gonna do it. We predicted it. If I was playing this game, I would have scouted to the tower and looked for the SEVs and then just pulled. But yeah, I mean, you can predict it against Ruff, and that's the problem. Like, even though he's crazy predictable in a way, right?
I guess. Hey, I'm gonna message you something real quick. This is gonna sound really dumb, but hear me out for this. All right, next map is King Sejong. I guess what's your plan for this? I see what you're saying. I don't know, man. I just I think I guess I gotta bench you, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's you go blame Catz.
Oh, Catz PM'd you about that before the game.
Did he? Because I didn't get the PM. Because BattleNet is doing that sometimes. There's a lot of times where I message players and they don't get my PMs either. Let me just... I had privacy stuff on, so that's why I didn't get Katz's PM. I think he's taking a screenshot or something, though. Hang on. Sorry for this, guys. I mean, I gotta be honest, Ian, if I was in Ruff shoes after that game, I would take a small moment of paranoia here, too. We just want to make sure we got this sorted, because on one hand, we want the players to be comfortable. On the other, I want Fender to be casting with me. It's this delicate balance. So, pardon us just while we get this sorted. I'm actually just gonna throw this commercial break, guys, because this might take a few minutes. Sorry.
All right. Hmm?
All right, we're back.
Whoa! We're back.
All right, so sorry about that, guys. There's some confusion. BattleNet was being cool. Catz just sent me an unedited screenshot of just like when he tried to PM me before the game started, saying he was gonna blind pull. So I mean, it is what it is. As weird and dumb as it is, he got gold basted. That's the only way I can describe it. At this point, it's in the admin's hands whether Ruff can choose to play or not. Fenner, I think it's pretty safe to say it's in the clear. But they're both saying go for King's Ajong Station, so I think we've got things sorted for the time being. TVZ will be number 5 here, so we've let them know the English stream is ready. We're sorry for that delay, guys, but we are ready to rock and roll as soon as these guys are. Of course, don't forget, after this best of 5 concludes, whether it's this game or 3 games from now, if it goes to game number 5, we have Major versus Cham, another TVZ ready to play immediately afterwards.
I got all depressed now, Rifkin. That first game was sick. I was all hyped. Now there's a bit of drama bringing me down. Hopefully this is a good game. We'll get back into it. Just needs to think about that first game. 18 minutes, 1 base. Crazy game from both players.
Yeah, I know.
The second game. Second game was a cool game as well.
You know what? Let's be honest, though. Drama makes it a little more interesting. For the viewers, at least.
These guys have got some drama between each other. Quite a lot of drama, I guess, because of the minigun stuff between Catz and, well, Root and Ruff, or minigun and Ruff, and obviously minigun on Root. And now Ruff's getting a bit mad as well. But yeah, we're going to be going to game number 3.
Yep.
Boom,
Well,
the beeps. The beeps.
yeah, countdown has begun. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to get going into this 3rd game. See you in a sec. All right, welcome back to Copa America, ladies and gentlemen. We continue here with the semifinals as we hop into game number 3. And a very important point I thought of during that map introductions, before we talk about the game itself here, and not to rehash the drama, so to speak, but you just told me Suppy's in the house with you guys right now, right? Like, he's there right now?
Yeah.
Suppy is like the most honorable guy in esports. I'm pretty sure that if there's anything shady going on, he would be like, no, F this, and like would tell these guys to stop. So guys, between, I think, was it the Root members, you got like Mini Razor, you got Suppy there, it's all kosher, it's all good. So everyone relax, stay cool. We've resolved the issues, and for now we hop into game number 3. Spawning here in the bottom right corner of the map though, for Root Gaming, Root for Root, ladies and gentlemen, the Blue Zerg player Catz.
Wow, such a tryhard, Rifkin.
Sorry.
Got your back, son. I'm not gonna try hard, right? This is just gonna be the most.
No, you know what? You should ultra try hard right now. Like out try hard me.
Coming from no team, this is Ruff.
Nah, that was bad.
There's not much to say about him because he's got no team, man.
I would have been like, he's a strong, independent black man who don't need no woman. It is. Or woman who don't need no man. I messed that up. Whatever. Anyways, the point is, it's Ruff. Now, guys, say what you will about either of these players. I think the bottom line is Game 1 really showed off the excitement that Fenner and I had for this series, the potential for it. I mean, it's, again, it's not that Ruff did like an all-in that was either pass or fail. It's the fact that Catz really kept his calm through it that made it so impressive. I mean, Ruff's builds, they're let's be honest, his name's Ruff because he's rough to deal with. But
Sure. All right, so yeah, I mean, I don't know that this map's harder to be more crazy on, right? This is a long map. There's nothing. Well, the big feature, I guess, is that the natural's in a unique position for air units, so it's easy to fly in there with a Banshee or something, and come in and do some damage. So maybe something like that from.
Oh my gosh.
Ruff here.
Is he gonna Reaper
obviously
expand?
Reaper. Yeah, actually Reapers are really good because you can jump in to the side there.
If he
Whoa,
Reaper
Ruff
expands.
playing standard. Whoa,
Right?
whoa,
Was it
whoa.
Artosis who said like the cheesiest thing a cheesy player could do is play standard?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I kind of feel like is getting embraced here. But the thing is, guys, Ruff plays so weird so often, people forget he's actually got a pretty darn good regular game.
I've forgotten that he can play that style. I've never seen him play a normal style. So he's got that up. He's a GM player, right? He's pretty highly ranked as well. So any GM player, even if they're cheesy, have always got a standard game up their sleeve, even if it's not as strong as their cheesy game. But it's going to be fairly strong.
I really like this choice to go for the third Reaper too. He didn't confirm that it was gasless, but once he does, he'll be really happy that he did it. Of course, one of the biggest things that shuts Reapers down is like that 6-minute speed link timing. That's not going to be coming though. There's not going to be that metabolic boost, and 3 Reapers could, quite frankly, perhaps tear a hole in Catz.
Yeah, so we'll see how good Ruff's Reaper control here is. He can poke forward against that Queen if he wants to. Try and do some damage. Going for the drone there, gets 1 kill already. Going in for the 2nd kill. Catz pulls it back, and now a couple of links come. Now he needs to regenerate on these Reapers. Where's the 3rd Reaper, Rifkin?
Did he cancel it? Okay, he canceled his go for the reactor.
Oh.
Okay, so I got a little bit hyped about this. I didn't realize he had canceled it. I mean, this would have been perfect too. Like, he never confirmed that second gas. If he had dived in a little bit more to the south of the Reaper, he may have still invested in it. But at the same time, because the gas was later, he's not gonna have roaches out exactly super fast either. If this is gonna be faster Hellions paired up with the Reapers, I mean, guys, Reaper Hellion was a thing for like 3 years for good reason, or not 3 years, for like the entirety of Heart of the Swarm, I should say. It's been like a year and a half. Still, the point is, it works. You don't have to do Hellbats, but it's actually what was it gonna be double Hellion production? That's gonna get scouted though. This is just looking more like a 2-base version of the game he played in game 1.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, there goes the armory. So definitely going to be Hellbats there. Will Catz go across and see that armory, or is he just going to rely on the fact that he's seen 2 factories anyway, so he's going to go Roach? That would make a lot of sense.
I think he's in 2-base Muta.
Oh. Well, he's getting the Roach run anyway.
Okay.
No, it might just be... I think it's just the lair for the Roach speed. It could be a really fast Roach timing here from Catz.
Yeah, he would have taken extra gases if it was mutas. I didn't realize that the timing of that being turned out. But okay, the thing is, even though it's been revealed, he's still going 4 Hellions at a time. Holy crap, is this expensive? But holy crap, is this going to hit hard?
Indeed. So Catz needs to get those roaches out as soon as possible. He's got a spine crawler on the way as well. Now he's got the wall blocked off, as he would with any roach opener. Yeah. But he's not going to be going for any 3rd base anytime soon. He's investing a lot into this fast lair, the 3rd gas as well. He's got a lot of gas in the bank, as you can see. And now the roach production begins. Hellbats here already. That is so fast.
It's only 4 of them though, and really 4 Hellbats is not the scariest thing in the world. However, there are only Queens to defend. A couple transfuses available, and Catz unfortunately has the wrong Queen on the front lines. Oh, that's Spine Collar, not
transfuse at the back. There we go. There's a transfuse. Trying to kill these queens. Roaches are out now as well. 1 queen gets picked off. Catz has to pull off the light. 4 more Hellions coming from the back. Can Ruff push through here? There are roaches, but they're just sprinkling in right now.
Yeah, I think he's just going to hold the ramp. He got the drones out safe. I think he's okay, quite frankly. I mean, this is what we're talking about.
That spine.
Well, at the start of the day, before we even started casting, you would ask me, like, what do you think about Hellbats? And one of the things I said was it's forcing Zerg players to play blindly into them. Now, Catz wasn't playing blindly into this. He scouted the double factories. But even so, he was prepared. But Ruff is doing something that is less than predictable, but very rough in all essence. And that is 4 starports. Soon to be, most likely, 4 tech labs on these starports for a hell of a lot of Banshees. Now, Catz... Oh my god. There's no anti-air. Just move your Overlord north a little bit. Oh my god.
This is one problem I've got with Ruff style. He's doing these crazy strategies, but every time... He's got no Marines to deny the scouting, so there we go. The Overlord's going down now. He's not gonna see it, I don't think.
I almost think for Catz that would be a clue. Like, why is he chasing me off? Like, what does he not want me to see, type thing? But without the ability to build any siege tanks, he's going for Widow Mines. The Hellbats have done a good job though. They've stinted the roach numbers quite significantly.
The thing is, he lost so many Hellions and Hellbats. That was a huge investment. You can look at the supplies to see that right now. 45 against 72. Loads of drones on the production tab. He's got 9 roaches out. He's going to be able to pressure the front. Ruff's going to rely on these Widow Mines to push these back. But if Catz controls them well, he can bait those Widow Mine shots and possibly still break through. But it looks like he's just going to work on the depots here. I like this decision by Catz instead of going deep. And there we go, going for the next depot there. The repair is on for Ruff. Can he hold it?
The Overseer is actually a really big deal, though. I mean, Widowmine's already... They're one of the few units in the game that they don't one-shot are a Roach.
Oof.
If he picks off that Overseer, though, that's a whole nother can of worms, but... Yeah, he's going to get slapped down quite nicely. The Crown of the Bunker will keep him alive. Loses the Overseer, no more detection, but... Fenner, look at production right now. Oh my god, look at production right now.
Look at that. And Catz doesn't know anything about it. He's going for the Spire, though. That is a great choice because all the commitment to Hellbats means there's going to be very little anti-air.
I think after going for eight Banshees, though, the biggest thing he's going to be able to do is also produce 4 Vikings at a time if necessary. Vikings aren't usually good against Mutalisks because you've only got 1 or 2 in the early game. But if you're able to pump 4 at a time... Well, that's a whole nother can of worms. Hell, he might even be able to focus... 4 Banshees with +1 weapon upgrades are going to be able to focus down this Spire so freaking quick.
There's already 8 Mutas on the way. They might pop in the perfect timing to destroy these Banshees.
Cloak only just started. Oh no.
Going in now, he's going to start working on these Queens, but the Mutas are on the production tab. They're about to pop from the hatchery. Can Ruff get out of there?
There's no running away. You're not going to outrun. You're not going to outrun Mutalisk, bottom line. So he'll kill the Spire and try and get away with what he can. There we go. So he at least knows there won't be a lot more mutas. This buys him time. SCVs were pulled to repair, I guess, but oops, awkward.
Yeah, awkward. They're not gonna repair each other, but
he gets 1 Banshee out alive.
Yep,
sort of.
But he's not in a good position right now. He's relying on Vikings and Widowmines to deal with the mutas. One big thing we can look for here is the big Widowmine hit on the Mutalisks.
Yeah, well, that's a big if. I mean, the Overseer is always going to be with the mutas, right? And it's not going to go down very quickly. There's a lot of turrets down too. A lot of what Ruff has is meant to deter Mutalisks right now. Nothing's going to shut them down outright. The Vikings are a great move as long as he doesn't lose these other 4 Banshees. But if these go down to the mutas, what good are Vikings if you've got nothing to shoot down? Oh, I like that Cloak Juke.
Oh, sneaky. He's gonna sneak around the side here.
Whisper, because we don't want anyone to find out about this.
Does he see them? He'd have to be paying very close attention.
No, I mean, Catz knew they were here. He knew they were in the vicinity. He's been looking like crazy, but couldn't find them, so they slip past the Mutalisk. They'll go to the main, but what can they really do? There's a Spore Crawler here. There's limited damage potential. I mean, maybe focuses down a couple drones to these hit-and-run tactics, but realistically, all this is going to do is say, hey, Mutalisks, look at me, look at me!
Yeah, come back over here, kill me. Don't tell me he's going to sneak out again, no way. Catz should be able to see that Overseer. Gonna chase him down. Kills that Queen as well. He's only got 1 Queen left now. That's kind of painful. He's going to start floating as he will not have the lava production that he needs. But a couple more Queens on the production tab and going for that Spire again so we can get a couple of more Mutalisks out. But Ruff's dealing with this with Mass Viking. Not something you commonly see to deal with mutas.
No, absolutely not. But also you don't commonly see Banshees. Either way, and he's just going to tap out. GG. So 3-0 in the favor of Catz, guys. He will wrap up this first semifinals match. This will actually send him to the finals, where he'll fight against either Major or Cham in the grand finals on Sunday.